You should not be in nursing. So I take it that you, along with all the other nasty comments in my comment section, you're probably with the American Nurses Association. Yeah, you of course would say that you blocked me on Twitter because you didn't like the fact that I was calling out what's common sense. It's not scientifically. There's not scientific evidence to back masks up, not for wearing them all day long. They did a study early on actually, and it was basically just what happens wearing a mask all day long. And what they found was the amount of bacteria, and it's so gross. And it's like, so it's just a common sense thing that then when you're wearing that all day long, then you're breathing all that back in. So and that's why people would get headaches, and my lips would swell having to wear a mask for 12 hours. There was nothing that was positive about it. It didn't show to make any difference. CNN, of course, or CDC, depending on what kind of fascism they want to push or dictatorship they want to push, will change their evidence from day to day, what they put up on their site, okay? But even they have had on their site where there was a time after the Spanish flu they realized masks didn't work. They didn't. And who wants to have something covering their mouth that when you wear it all day long and all this bacteria gets in the mask because we exhale toxins out? This did not lead to better outcomes. In fact, I would say we would have probably had better outcomes with COVID had people not been made to wear masks all day long. It was about tyranny. It was about tyranny. And the unions, likely the union you're in, wants to push tyranny. And they've convinced their members that masking is best practices. No, it's not. It's not. It never was. It's about turning us into a communist country. Because do you know who wears masks all day long? China does. China, who controls the World Health Organization. And all of the nursing unions are tied to the World Health Organization through the UN. That's the reason they're doing it. And so instead of it looking like public health is pushing it on people, or that CDC or the governor, they use the nurses in their union. That's what the unions were always about in nursing. Using the nurses, using them as pawns to push a political agenda that's about tyranny and destruction. Some of the other comments in this section was, I don't think that's such an unreasonable request. No, it is. If there's no evidence proving that it made any difference, and common sense should tell you, or look up the study about the amount of bacteria they found in masks when wearing it all day. At the end of the day, they did it with different studies, more than one study. It's common sense. Your mask at the end of a 12-hour shift will have nothing but bacteria in it. And in 2020, we were made to carry a paper bag with our mask in it. Does that seem like it's scientifically hygienic at all? No, it's ridiculous, because it was never about science. It's about tyranny. It's about control and pushing control on people. So it is absolutely unreasonable. Imagine being triggered by cloth. No, I think really the people triggered are the people that want others in masks. You guys are triggered by people not wearing masks because you want dictatorships. You want people controlling others. And you may like that, but just think when it comes to the moment when you're being told to do something that you know you shouldn't do. You may not like it then. So you might want to rethink supporting dictatorships. What's the issue with recommending using masks in healthcare settings where people go when they're sick? If nurses don't support this, they shouldn't be in healthcare. Well, we do wear masks. When people come in that are sick and they're coughing, we have them put a mask on. We don't make the entire hospital put one on. Masks should be required at all healthcare facilities 24/7, 365 days. Yeah, so you people that want to say that I'm a bad nurse, no, I'm a good nurse. I'm speaking the truth. The people that aligned with the World Health Organization for their globalist political agenda that has everything to do with ruining healthcare. Those are the bad nurses. And guess where they're at? They're heading up American Nurses Association and National Nurses United and Illinois Nurses Association, the very place where I think many of you in my comment section are from. But let's be clear, it's not me that's the bad nurse.